Another day, another massive advancement in AI video technology. Just a few days ago, a company called Runway released their Gen 3 model, which is producing the most realistic AI text-to-video we have seen to date. Now, what's incredible about these new videos is that they've captured human expression to a point that it is basically undetectable whether these are AI-generated humans or not. When I show you these examples, it's gonna blow your mind. Now, what they've mastered again is what we call character fidelity. So in some of the examples I showed you last time from Luma's Dream Machine, what'll happen is the character, as they move off camera and swing around, they tend to change. So it doesn't actually capture what the character looks like through multiple scenes. But with what Runway's doing, it's virtually undetectable. The character fidelity is perfect. They look exactly the same. And I'm gonna run through some of these. It's gonna absolutely blow your mind. And at the end of the video, I'm gonna show you how you can register to actually get into this beta. It's not out yet, but it's gonna be out very soon. And you're gonna wanna be a part of this. So stick around to the end. So we're gonna go through a few of these. I'm gonna go through some of my favorite examples. And I think, again, this is really gonna blow your mind when we go through this. So I'm gonna show you some of the first ones that I had shown here on Twitter. By the way, you can follow me on Twitter at Mark Gadala. I put a lot of this stuff out there. And if you want to catch this news first before I have the time to put these on YouTube, definitely follow me on Twitter. I think it's a great place that you're going to be able to catch this stuff really quickly. I released this within like an hour of it being released online. So this first video I'm showing you right now, this is a video of a scene, again, fully AI generated, of a girl running towards what looks like a rocket taking off. Now, I personally would have no way to tell you this is AI generated, and this is absolutely 100% movie quality. And again, this is just gonna get crazier and crazier as we go through these. I have a bunch to show you. So this next one is some picture of what they call a dragon toucan walking through the Serengeti. I'm also gonna show you the prompts that they're using for these videos. So it's basically, they type that prompt in and it generates this video. So literally just typing in a text and it shows this video. Another amazingly realistic video. This one really blew my mind too. There's some stuff that you can kind of tell looks a little AI generated, but for the most part, super realistic. This one blew my mind too. This looks like it could be in a documentary, like a Taylor Swift documentary or something. Obviously this isn't Taylor Swift, but you could absolutely make the case that you could use something like this in a documentary style video. And I mean, the prompt was literally a woman singing and standing in a concert stage with a bright light in the background. And this is what it generated. Insane. This one's really cool too. It's like ants in an ant pile, and then they're coming out of their nest and it shows this big city. Once it zooms out a little bit, it looks AI generated, but again, really, really cool. I thought this one was awesome too. More of like a CGI type of thing, but this is something that, again, you know, Hollywood's in trouble. I'm sorry to say, if you work in Hollywood, if you work in CGI, if you don't embrace this technology, you're going to be in trouble. This is happening very, very fast. This one's really, really cool too. So obviously you can tell that this is CGI generated, right? But what this looks like to me is it looks like a market somewhere in like Asia or something where, you know, the camera's panning through the market and they're adding this little wisp of fire generated. But this came through a text prompt. The prompt was literally a close-up shot of a living flame wisp darting through a bustling fantasy market at night. And this is what it generated. I'm super excited about this because I think that content creation as a whole is just going to be completely transformed from this. The way people make YouTube videos, the way people make traditional movies, TV shows, whatever people are consuming right now is just going to get dominated by these videos. And the thing is, a lot of people say, oh, it's going to lower the quality of what the content we consume. I disagree. I think the fact that we can produce these very quickly is actually going to get a lot of the lower quality, garbagey kind of stuff out of the way, and it's only going to make way for the highest quality stuff. Again, something really cool, you know, a balloon flying through the air. No way I could tell you this is AI generated. I mean, this looks 100% real. A really cool shot of like a, you know, a tunnel going through like a reef. A little bit of a CGI look here, but I mean, just mind-blowing. Sora came out with something earlier this year that was really, really incredible. Took the internet by storm. You can see some of those right now. And what I loved about what Sora did is how realistic everything looked. So a lot of the AI video we had seen before was very unrealistic. So what Sora did was super, super realistic. And I think Runway's competing with them. And when I show you some of the character fidelity things that I had mentioned before, I think that's really gonna blow your mind too, because I think that is really where Runway takes the cake. And I'll show you some examples in a few minutes. Another really cool example of what looks like a museum, zoom in on this beautiful piece of artwork. So this one's really cool too, just flying through a tunnel. A little bit of an AI look here, but if you look at like the dashboard of this train or whatever this is supposed to be, looks pretty realistic. I mean, just some of like the actual parts of the train, like the mechanics of the train, looks so realistic to me. Undetectable. This one's undetectable. That could be a zoom in on a dandelion, 100%, and there's no way I could tell you it is or it isn't. In fact, at some point, I'm probably going to make videos, is this AI, is this not, and see if people can actually tell. And again, this is one that there's no way I could tell this is AI generated. So a little bit of, like I was talking about with the character fidelity, look how the face moves around and how it doesn't change shape at all. It doesn't start looking like a different person. It looks like the same person just moving around a little bit. Really cool. Here's one that's like sort of CGI generated, big monster coming through the city. I thought that was pretty cool too. More of the anime stuff that we saw from Runway. But again, the character fidelity is really good. Even in some of the anime stuff I've seen through Luma and some of the other products that have come out, the fidelity of the faces, it changes a lot. So the face will change shape a little bit. And this, I mean, it doesn't change shape at all. It just looks amazing. This one's really cool too. Just a woman driving. Pretty incredible. Sort of a zoom shot through the forest. I thought this was pretty cool also. This one's sort of like CGI generated, but again, really cool. Something kind of futuristic. I could see this in like a scary movie or something. Look at this ocean pattern. Look at the waves, the way those waves move. Waves in CGI were a huge challenge for a long time, and now AI is just doing it automatically through a prompt. Another kind of really cool CGI-ish kind of look with these plants coming out of a warehouse. So those are some of the ones that I pointed out. I'm going to show you some of the ones. So there's some insiders within Runway. Since this isn't out yet, some of the people within Runway are releasing videos. So here's one from one of the insiders, a squirrel cam that they're showing here. That's pretty cool. So someone else you should probably follow here. I'm not going to tell you how many L's and Y's are in her name, but if you look her up on Twitter, she's one of the people on Runway who are releasing a lot of these videos. Look at this video right here. This is so mind-blowing to me. The fidelity of the character, again, how her face is not changing at all. She looks like exactly the same person throughout this shot. To me, undetectable from AI. A little bit of an AI look here, but also really cool. This one's pretty solid, to be honest. The tongue's a little misshapen, but still pretty cool. So I want to try this one. Oh man, this one blew my mind. So if you've ever seen some of these videos on YouTube of people mountain biking down these crazy trails, this looks exactly like one of those videos. A little bit of the hand movement is kind of obvious, but this is moving so fast that 100% I believe that by the end of the year, all of these little kinks will get fixed. I mean, if I showed you what Runway Gen 2 looked like compared to what this looks like, it's night and day. Absolutely incredible. More CGI generated stuff. Look at this dude. Look at this dude skydiving. Yeah, the hand looks a little weird, right? AI never gets hands right, at least not yet. But man, that looks so freaking realistic. Unbelievable. Again, some of the hand stuff not looking the best. So here, let me show you another example. More of the face fidelity, right? More of like keeping that character structure really, really solid throughout the video. Absolutely blows my mind. This could be a time lapse. Someone on the back of a, scooter riding through a city somewhere. I mean, that's totally believable to me. You can make whole travel vlogs that don't exist for cities that don't exist. I mean, the options are insane right now. More of this incredible character fidelity that we've seen. And the facial expressions too. They're killing it with the facial expressions. I mean, absolutely killing it. Look at this one. Absolutely killing it with these facial expressions. Just unbelievable to me. Honestly, what I'm really excited about, this one's awesome too. What I'm really excited about is what people are going to be able to do with this, right? So the AI just kind of responds to prompts, but once you can kind of engineer it to produce the kind of videos you want, people that have an idea in their mind are going to be able to get that idea out into video so quickly. And that's exciting to me as someone who just loves entertainment. This is super exciting to see how quickly people can go from ideas to a finished product, right? It's not going to be years of casting and set direction and production. It can just happen, you know, not overnight, but within just a few days of putting these prompts together and editing them properly. Really, really, really exciting stuff. So a few other ones I want to show you. Look at this one. This is really cool. So sort of like a, you know, it looks like a music festival with everybody partying, have a good time, this sort of in and out look, just super, super cool stuff. So I'm going to show you another one. Actually, let me show you another great AI person to follow on YouTube. I'm going to show you some other stuff in a minute, but check this video out right here. Look at his face when this wig, by the way, kind of a funny video of the wig hitting his face with the glasses. But I mean, how can you tell me that you can obviously tell that's AI generated? I'll be honest with you, when I saw this, I didn't believe it. I saw this and my first thought was like, there's no way that's AI generated. They're doing something on the back end that's fake and this is not AI generated, but it is. This is real. And the prompt was literally, a middle-aged, sad, bald man becomes happy as a wig of curly hair and sunglasses falls suddenly on his head. That's amazing that this is what it produced from that prompt. Just writing that text out, it produced this. Unbelievable. A little scary, actually, but pretty unbelievable. Some of the ones I've already shown you. Again, with the character fidelity, again, with the expressions on the face, looking so realistic, looking so incredible. I mean, this could be, you know, SpongeBob in real life. Some of the ones I've already shown you. This one's really cool too. Sort of that like FPV drone look flying through. Kind of creepy. But again, amazing. Really, really cool. More of that character fidelity. More of that expressions on the face. How can you tell me you know that's AI generated? I challenge anybody to tell me that that's AI generated and know for a fact that it's AI generated. And we're not talking about images. We're not talking about Midjourney. We're not talking about, you know, DALL-E 3 being able to produce some really high quality images, which even those aren't, you know, always perfectly done. A lot of those can look AI generated. I mean, this is absolutely incredible. So one other thing I wanted to show you that I thought was really cool. There's a new product called Hydra Labs, and what they're doing is you might have seen like HeyGen and some other, you know, apps like that, where basically what they're doing is you can take a face and you can animate it to talk, right? They don't always look super realistic. Some of them have looked better than others, but this video right here is 100% AI generated. This person is walking through a park. This is all AI generated. Walking through a park and talking. So imagine all those videos you've seen on TikTok, YouTube, where somebody's just walking and they have their camera and they're talking to the camera as they're strolling along the park. You can now create videos like that using AI. The possibilities of where this is going with content are endless. And again, a little scary to think about, but also really, really cool. And thinking about how far this is going to go and how quickly this is going to go. So again, this is a product called Hydra Labs that put this together, which I thought was really, really cool. And the product here that put all these together is a product called Runway. So they have their Gen 3 is what I was telling you before, Gen 3 Alpha. So essentially if you sign up and get in line, so if you sign up for Runway, you're going to be in line for this. So they have a Gen 2 model, which again, nowhere near what they've done with Gen 3. So definitely if you can sign up for that, and then you're going to be in line to get access to Gen 3. You're going to get the emails when that comes out. You're going to have access. So I'm already signed up. I highly recommend you do if you're interested in producing these kind of videos at all. If you're interested in learning more about AI, again, give me a follow on Twitter at Mark Gadala. And if you can, sign up for my newsletter too. It's in the description of this video. I basically send out amazing ideas on how to use content like this to make money online. I'm gonna release some videos on that on YouTube as well. So if you're interested in learning how to use this kind of content to make money online, or just to make money online in general, I go through a bunch of ways that I've done that in the past. I profile how other people have made money with online in the past using AI and other methods like that. So if you're interested in that, definitely join my newsletter, which is in the description. And I'm gonna be releasing a lot of these. And of course, like and subscribe to this video. If you like this kind of content, I'm gonna be doing a ton more of it. This is just the beginning. I'm just getting started on YouTube. So if you like this, give me a follow, subscribe, and get ready for way more of this stuff. I'm super excited, and the second more stuff like this comes out, I'm gonna be very quick to bring this to YouTube and show you guys what this is all about.